Hello, it's Jim from the Early Birds. I'm just looking for my camera. Now, I've had a lot of people come to me the last couple of days about this Nitroline and how can I build it and what's the strategy for the early birds and what have you. You have to forgive us. It's very late in the well, it's actually 4 o'clock in the morning now. But I thought I'd better shoot this quick video for the Early Birds Facebook group. Now, this is as far as the product, I cannot honestly say I don't know anything where do the leads come from or if they're any good. But let's presume that the product it's a good product. We don't know yet, but it sounds good. If you can get 100 leads a month, it sounds smashing. But I wanted to shoot this video about the strategy to build the Early Birds team and how we're going to build it. And a binary plan is very, very powerful. Binary plan, if it's worked properly, it can be good, but it's not really. I'll explain. So you've got the power lane in the binary. You've got a left and a right leg. Binary means two, basically. Binary means two. So you've got a left and a right. So for this example, we've got Tammy. So Tammy's joined her direct. Now, what happens in her power lane? Her power lane in this case is our right side. Okay, so we'll just put there right, just to give you an example. So that's Tammy's right hand side. So basically, what Tammy's power lane. So in her back office, you'll see people on your team: left lane 0, right lane 0. Hers is filling up because she's in the power lane and her power lane on her right. So at minute, like example, Tammy's got 700 people in her power lane on her left, on her right. Excuse me. The only way really to build this as a team in the early birds, or any team as such, is Tammy has to say she has to get one direct on her left and one direct on her right to qualify for a payment. So she needs one on her left, one on her right. Okay, so she's got example. She gets her first direct. Tammy has to say to her first direct in her back office, she has to mark it, place in the right. So the example, she signs, I think it was Gerald. So Gerald then signs under Tammy's link, and then Tammy marked right in her back office. So now Gerald, has joined Tammy, and he's landed in her right leg. Okay, so now Gerald's in Tammy's power leg, which is this one, the right leg. So now Gerald's got the benefit of Tammy and anybody above who's on their right leg dropping in. Then Jim joins Gerald's link. And Gerald in his back office, he's marked place right. And then Gerald says to me, Jim, your first direct, whoever it is, go put him in your right hand lane, right hand side. So Jim is now joined Gerald's link. Gerald joins Tammy's link. Gerald said his first direct, he signed me up and he says, Jim, your back office, your first direct must be in your right. So then he put, I've got a sign up. First direct must be in the right. I said to this person, your first direct must be in your right. I'll just put that there so it doesn't confusing. First direct must be in the right. They say there. So everybody who signs somebody up here, the first direct goes in the right. Okay. So that power lane, if everybody does that, the right hand power lane looks after itself, builds itself. Everybody, like example, if Tammy brings in a sign up and then they say, oh, they have to go in the first direct and the right, they'll start going here, so on and so on. So this will build up on the right. In this particular scenario, Jim example, once I've got my first direct in the right, then I have to switch to left to get a left hand sign up. Okay. Now, binaries are very powerful if everybody does what they're supposed to do, but unfortunately they don't. So I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's a team effort. and everybody has to have a finger on the pulse to make sure everybody's getting a win out of it. If everybody comes in and gets 2, 3, 4, 5 people paid on the left, their left and right, and everybody does that across the board, smashing, no problem. But will they do that? I don't know. That's the question. So basically, once I've got my first direct and I place them on my right, and I say to this person, your first direct must go on your right, so he puts it there. He says to this one, you must put your first direct on your right, so on and so on. This right hand side looks after itself. Okay. My second one goes on my left, and so now this is looking after itself because all these people are helping build the right hand side. My second direct there in my back office, once I've got my first one here, right hand side, I would say, right, put it on the left, and then the land there, I would say to that person now, okay, because this is my right hand line and this is my left hand line, so I would say to this person, your first direct must go on your left. Then that person, your first direct must go on your left. This person, your first direct must go on your left, so on and so on. So now that's Jim's left hand lane, left hand side. Remember, this side's getting built up by everybody above. You know, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. First direct on your right, and blah blah blah. Then so it's not complicated, but it has to be worked properly. Because, example, this is Jim's left and Jim's right. That's Tammy's right, but it's not Tammy's left. That's just Jim's left. Everybody's example in this power line. But if everybody duplicates and does what they're supposed to do, and it's very easy, it can be powerful. But remember, example, this scenario, my first direct must be on my right. I have to say to this person, your first direct on your right. They have to say first person on your right, blah, blah, blah. If everybody does that, that takes care of itself. Then I say to this person, your first direct must be on your left because you're looking after you, left and right. Now this person, example, says exactly what I said to him. First direct must be on your left. Builds there. Or if that's full, or that's full, or that's full, it builds over here, down here. It'll go to the nearest empty spot on the left. His second direct must go on his left. So now that's his left and that's his right. This right's got nothing to do with this one. He won't benefit. I won't benefit. It's got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with Gerald. It's got nothing to do with Tammy. This is just your example. This is me. This is my left, my right, my left, my right. That's this person's left, that person's right. Now to get a payment, and you can only have two. Remember, two on each leg, left and right, one on each side. So it's again, it's very powerful if people understand how it works and how to build it. And that's why I'm making this video, because I had a lot of early bird members. Oh, Jim, how is this going to work? And blah blah blah. Every compensation plan has its ups and its downs. This is a very powerful compensation plan, I promise you. But again, you have to work it. To qualify, example, you need one on your left, one on your right to make a payment. And I think it was $15 on this one. Don't shoot us for that. I think it was $15. So if you've got one on your left, remember, this is my right and my left. This is Tammy's right. This is not Tammy's left. Yeah. So you have to remember, you have to work it and at least do half of the work. Once you've got that one direct in your right, you need one direct in your left, and then this one should be, if everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, it'll work smashing. But spillover won't make you money. Spillover will help you one side. In this case, spillover from here, from Tammy and Gerald and anybody above them, will help my right side, but it won't help anybody here. So everybody's basically their own business, their own boss. So this person here will get spillover from Jim's left leg, which is now his power leg, because this one's looking after itself. So I'm saying to this person, everybody on your left. He's saying everybody on your left. He's saying everybody on your left. First direct, watch out. And then once you've got your first direct on your power leg, whichever it is, left or right, you concentrate on your right, because you need to qualify. There's one qualification, one left, one right, $15. one left, one right. This one has nothing to do with you, eh? This is your left and right. One there, one there. So each person is, put the big boy pants on this one, and you can make a fortune on it, I'm sure of it. But everybody has to play the game and work it properly, okay? So if, again, don't shoot us, this is the early birds strategy, not the official strategy or anything like that. Everybody has their own versions of how it works, but I promise you, I know how the plans work, and that unless everybody's doing some work on it, that's for sure, and doing it properly, then everything will be fine. But if people join this or any kind of plan like a binary plan and expect to make a fortune from everybody else's work, it won't work. So you need to know what you're getting into and work it properly. Okay. I hope this video helps the Early Birds team. If you've got any questions, drop a PM below this video. I'll just post it in the Early Birds, and then we can work this as a team and try and make something of it. But again, the product, I'm not talking about the product yet. I don't know anything about the product. Nobody does really until it's delivered. So I'm not negative or positive on the product, I don't know. But as far as the compensation and the placement wise, you need to know where you're getting into. You don't. The reason I'm saying this is because a couple of the early birds have come to me. I've seen their posts, loads of spillover and blah blah blah. Yeah, if you land in somebody's right power lane or left power lane, you're smashing. But if you land in somebody's dead spot, you're on your own. So you have to work it as a team. If you don't, you can have 5,000 people in right leg, example. Just an example. I could have 5,000 people in that right leg. If I have nobody in here or nobody helping in here, I'm not doing what they're supposed to do, I won't make a bean. Because you need one in your left, one in your right, one in your left, one in your right. You can have 5,000 people in your right, and if you've got nobody in your left, you're going to make nothing, zero. So make sure you know what you're getting into and don't plaster as far as the early birds wise. Again, I'm not speaking for Nitroline or their Facebook group or anything like or the project. I'm on about the early birds team build. Don't go out and make fools of yourselves and say you're going to get loads of spillover. If everybody does what they're supposed to do, this can be smashing. But just be careful what you're saying, because a lot of people are not understanding that. I can see that, and I don't mean to be rude, but a lot of people are not understanding what they're doing, and you can make yourself look a bit daft. Binaries are very powerful if they're done right. Okay. I hope I don't offend anybody, but I have to be truthful. Sum it up: powerful if you work it properly. If you want to join the Early Birds team build, get in touch, drop a PM. Where's the best place? If you need help, well, get into this again. But in this space, you have to be careful.